Season 5 of Black Ops 6 brought back a fan favorite weapon, the AUG, and it's absolutely phenomenal. This thing is a very dominant SMG in older Call of Duties. They brought it back. It's still very dominant in here, but you have to use a specific build or else it's really not that good. This is definitely not worth $30, but it is a very cool blueprint, and I'm going to be showing you guys a couple attachments I've been seeing other people use that maybe seem pretty good, but you don't need it whatsoever. For example, one of those is going to be the CHF barrel. So the CHF barrel increases the headshot damage, but this thing is already a one burst kill if you mix in one singular headshot. So if you go over to the barrel, add that CHF, increases the headshot damage to 46. That's not going to change the TTK whatsoever unless you're at like farther distances. This is more of like a zombie attachment, so just don't bother with the CHF barrel on there, and you are just in general going to be able to get that one burst kill up to about 35 meters, which is pretty good. But if you do want to make it, just a little bit more consistent, which I really recommend you guys to do so, add that long barrel on there. It's going to increase that damage range to 50, allowing you to one burst people across the map. Given the bolt velocity isn't that good, I do like to have at least 750. And so if you're playing on a higher ping, maybe you're on Warzone, then in that case, I would use the reinforced barrel. But for most people, you're going to be just fine with that long barrel on there. Then for the fire mod, we're going to go over here and we are going to be adding the rapid fire. This can increase that rate of fire to make it from burst all the way to full auto. Also increases that mid damage range, and so then the damage fall off isn't as crazy. The bolt velocity is going to get dropped down though, and so this is when things are going to change a little bit. I'm just trying to give you guys two different builds, like a burst version and then a non-burst version. So if you're using rapid fire, then in that case you want to use the reinforced barrel, which the damage range still is going to be very good. It's going to be on par with the other ARs. Our bolt velocity is going to be 750, and so everything's going to register very, very well on the game. Warzone, I do like the burst more, but in multiplayer I just really like the full auto. This thing is just so easy and incredible. There is a little bit of recoil though. It does bounce around a little bit. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. They will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved because they don't use an unlock tool. They legitimately play in your account. And I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. These are the actual iron sights that the gun typically has, but on this game you do have to add it, which I think is perfectly fine. Given I just don't really recommend wasting a attachment on the iron sights unless you really do like them. It's just they're a little bit bulky and they're good enough to where you wouldn't add an optic if that was the default one, but it's not really worth your attachment. So I really do recommend adding the Kepler microflex so you guys can see that everything's just a little bit easier to use. And I dropped a crazy tactical nuke on a map that was a Nuketown today. And so just, make sure you guys check out that one. But anyways, for the next attachment, we're going to be going over here. I was using a suppressor just to stay off the radar. The compensator definitely is going to make the weapon a lot easier to use. You're going to hit a lot of more shots on the enemies, especially if they're behind a head glitch. But the suppressor makes it so much easier to streak up. It's since the enemies really don't know where you're at. So I personally like the suppressor, but that's a little bit up to you guys. Then for the last attachment, we are going to be going over to the magazine, and we are going to be adding the extended mag 1 or the extended mag 2. I was using the extended mag 2 so I could use it like an LMG and just spawn trap, which is exactly what we were doing. But if you're on like a bigger map where you don't really need that much ammo, maybe you're not on Warzone, then I would use the extended mag 1 so you don't really have as many drawbacks. But extended mag 2 is super enjoyable, and right here is going to be my favorite 5 attachment build. Remember, you can make this thing a little bit better if you do use the gunfighter, which is kind of how I recommend you to use it. Like, this gun's already so good, so might as well make it extra good. So for the gunfighter build, we are going to go over to the underbarrel. We are going to be adding the Ranger foregrip to increase that horizontal recoil control as well as that sprinting movement speed. And so now we're just going to be able to move around a little bit faster as well as have a little bit less recoil on the gun just to make it a little bit more accurate. Then we're going to go over to the comb, and I really recommend you guys to add the ergonomic riser, or you can do the quick draw. For me, I was playing aggressive with this gun. It was feeling really good and feeling good at long range, so I wanted to increase that slide of fire, that dive of fire, my jumping AD speed, just overall all of the mobility on the gun. And so now you can play super aggressive with every gunfight at long range. Like, this thing is definitely one of, if not the best gun in the game right now. Just make sure you mix in a couple headshots, and that's when you are going to be able to get that very fast TTK. And right there, you guys can see a very straight recoil pattern. We don't really have any recoil control on the gun. Then for the stock, last attachment, we are going to be adding the infiltrator pad. This is going to increase that aim, walking, movement speed, making it so you can just strafe that much faster, making yourself a little bit harder to target a hit. Balance stock is also super good. Like, I would definitely try out the infiltrator. If it's a little bit too fast for you or you just feel like you're not doing that good, then I would use the balance stock. But I think all of you guys are going to really like the infiltrator stock over that balance stock. So if you guys do want a screenshot, this is what the 8 attachment build I do recommend. And one thing before I get a couple comments, I think in the gameplay I accidentally had a Ranger foregrip, not a barrel on my weapon. So just a disclaimer, but I would rather have a barrel over the underbarrel if I had to pick between the two. But there's a really good 8 attachment, a really good 5 attachment build. And if you are using this thing in like burst, then I would probably add like the overpressured rounds with the long barrels, so then you can one burst and have very good bullet velocity like across the whole map. But the rapid fire is definitely, you know, what I really recommend on this gun. Going to be giving out a couple builds, so if you guys do like this one, you want to see more just like it, make sure you guys do subscribe. The secondary I was rocking in the gameplay is going to be that Grekova, the full auto. But there is a brand new attachment for the 9mm that allows you to, I think, one-shot headshot the enemies. It turns it into like the revolver, and so that thing's pretty good. I'm going to be doing a video on that pretty soon. But here's my secondary, here's my perks and everything, and let's get into the nuke. Oh no, this thing is, oh wait, I'm so sorry, I really apologize for that. Okay, we got a map that I absolutely love, and so we should be able to get a nice little nuke. If we had a playlist of like, I think this map is subsonic or something like that. If we had subsonic, maybe Nuketown, maybe, but like Babylon, bro, that would be so fire. I would absolutely love that. We do have that like small map mosh pit, but there's a lot of like face-off maps that I don't really care for face-off, and bro, this thing feels so amazing. Definitely the best gun. Actually, I think long range is not too crazy. It just feels, I think I'm just in that honeymoon effect. I've been using it for a little bit, and it just feels so fluid and so nice and simple to use. I haven't really used, oh wait, who are you? What are you doing? Yeah, you get fucking turned on, buddy. There you go, him with the little 1-2. See, people will like kind of move a little bit too much, but you can really just let the enemies push into you, and they will typically like scam a lot, or like move too much, or like dolphin dive into gunfights. Okay, wait, I actually gotta do something though. Maybe this gun isn't as good. Oh, no way!
I was totally acting in self-defense.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too crazy at long range. I don't think they're going to be pushing up too much. Yeah, so I'm just going to capitalize on this because they're playing a little bit slow. Oh my gosh, what was there? I see why they weren't moving, bro. It was a fucking trap for an ambush. So I'm going to throw down my little trap over there, and I'm going to run away.
Locking down Bravo. Losing A.
Will you act and see?
Okay.
Bravo is on.
We're starting to put them, we're starting to control them a little bit like some cattle. Starting to do it.
I see you.
Yeah, they're playing super slow at the moment.
On A.
We get that kill, we're going to slide back out. We got that Diddy Lou bonus. Wait.
We lost B. Taking C.
Watchdog Hilo awaiting your orders.
No way. Wait, how am I still alive?
Securing Charlie.
What are you doing?
People are horses. Horses at a racetrack.
Okay, you know what?
Taking Bravo underway. We're
I had a
losing
little
Alpha.
brain fart right there. Bro, there's no way you're still alive. Bro, what the fuck? Is this from Timu? The Wish.com war machine?
We're losing Alpha.
I was totally acting in self-defense.
They actually get so much free promo
Raider establishing.
just for selling shit products. Like their products are so shit that they get free promo.
Securing Zone A.
I should have actually died. I should have died 100%. We're gonna call this hard now. We know where they're at. Got this helicopter. This is basically gonna help control the map a little bit. We just got to go inside now because they're gonna be funneling inside, or they're gonna be shooting it down. So it just kind of works both ways.
Losing B. Taking A.
Bro, this thing is so unbelievably good.
Zone C secure.
Tactical incoming.
I'm gonna get out now because they got a little bit of control on us. Then we're gonna hit them back. Let's call on a hand cannon.
We lost C.
Just barely dodged his shot.
Securing C.
Do not disturb me.
26.
Losing B.
Just gonna keep on playing aggressive. Keep trying to be a little bit mixy on the map. Don't want to slow down, lose the momentum.
Charlie secured. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Tactical incoming.
We're losing
Honestly, you know what? We can just let them push up. Oh, it just scammed me. Is that from Timo as well? Bro, cat, Prismo, what are we doing right now? Right now? Bro, there's times where he does that and he turns off the monitors. I can't see anything, like he hits a cable.
They're taking C. We lost A. Securing zone A.
I don't know where they're at.
Losing Charlie.
That's the tactical nuke. See, they were a little bit sweaty, but then we just got him out of the game. Like, we just showed him that, oh, yeah, my cat just turned off all the monitors now. Just hit, bro, holy shit.
Lost B.
That was a pretty gosh darn speedy nuke. Okay, it wasn't too speedy, but it was a pretty good one. And see, like, give me a map like this, bro, and I'll get the nukes all the time. It's just like, I don't want to play on Vorkuta. I want to play on, like, Babylon. I want to play on this map. Like, all these, like, not super tiny, but, like, somewhat tiny maps because it's just so much more dopamine. And, like, yes, you can do good on the other ones, but it's a lot easier to get nukes on these fast-paced ones because you can build up your streaks pretty fast, put them in little spawn traps. You know where they're at. That's a huge part of why Nuketown is, like, so popular. You typically know where the enemies are going to be at, so there's no, like, confusion. And so it's a little bit more enjoyable to play. On here, you already know where they're all going to be at. But some people would say this is like a brain rot, but
They're taking C.
you know, I think it's just good to have those two categories of maps in the pool. And that's gonna be, that's a pretty clean nuke right there. Bro, this gun is so nice. I actually gotta come clean. I'm leveling up this gun, and I just got this nuke first try using this gun. Like, I've never used this gun before. I bought this blueprint because I was stupid. I didn't want to, like, buy the battle pass because I don't want to, like, give them the money. So I just had, like, COD points and used that to, like, you know, get the new LMG and work towards through the battle pass. But then it was on, like, the auto claim, so it was auto claiming, like, the first tier, and I always turn that off, but I forgot to turn it off because they reset it, because they want you to auto claim, like, the first things on there, and then so then you have to go maybe buy a bundle if you really want to use that new gun. So I kind of messed up right there. And actually, I even bought COD points, like $20 worth of COD points, because I was like, okay, I should be able to get all the guns and everything with $20 worth of COD points. Like, by the time I level up the LMG, the AUG unlocked, we should be good. But then when it was on the auto claim, so then I wasn't. So then I bought a $30 bundle, which somebody from my stream said that they would buy this for me. I'm not sure if they were joking or not. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come through. So hopefully I didn't just lose out $30 on here, but you know, we will have to see. Bro, it's so fucking good. I'm probably gonna do another video very soon of this thing with the burst, because, like, with the rapid fire, definitely the way you should be using it. 100%, like 1,000,000% use this thing with the rapid fire. Too enjoyable right there. The jumping in this game, like when you jump, land, see how your aim pops down. It makes it so jump shotting isn't good. Okay, we're just gonna call this tactical nuke, and we got a crazy inspect too, so I'm just gonna let it, you know, drop.
Maintain current posture.
Oh, we couldn't see it. We're chilling. Okay, damn though, I'll take it. That's an 86 and 15. Made the other good player back out just because, you know, we just run him. Starting to carry these master prestigious. Let's go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces.